Capricorn, welcome to your general love reading. I hope all is well and fabulous for you. I have to tell you, I started yours and then I stopped, and I'll tell you why. What I saw was a clear case of obsession, and it was not good. It was exquisitely, painfully unhealthy. Somebody wanted someone else, and the other person had no fucking interest, and that pretty much went on like that for about 25 minutes. I want you, and then their anger started to get bigger and bigger and bigger because somebody was clearly not responding to their efforts or actions, and the other person doesn't owe them shit because they're not interested. Somebody insisted you owe me. The other person says, I don't owe you anything. I'm not interested. That's it. And it was pretty much like that for 20 or so minutes. As far as I tell, the other person doesn't even know the other person. I was like, man, I don't know you and I don't want to. And the other person was just getting angrier and angrier. And it's like, look at what I have to offer you. Look at what I have to offer you. And that person's like, I looked at it and I'm not interested. So it was pretty much like that for 20 or so minutes. Really frustrating. Okay? I wanted to recap it in case for some of you out there, that's the thing. It did not end well. It didn't end well. Okay, so if you can avoid that, if you know what's going on in your life, I'm telling you, man, it was the other person just weren't interested. Okay, the thinking man, more or less the King of Swords equivalent, sex relevant tarot. Thinking about ending something, the world, a cycle. If it does not serve you, let it go, and it will require strength to do so. Okay, so if you are in this position of I'm having to think about ending something, a cycle, you know, it might be in your best interest to do so because it's going to take strength, which means it's not going to be easy. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and throw down some of these. I haven't. There's something about that. What's going on here? Show me what I need to see, please. Show me what I need to see, please. There's something about this. Hold on. I lost myself for a little while. Trying to discover something. Understanding something needs to end because we get ourselves lost in it. I hid who I really am from you. Somebody was not revealing or forthright about who they are or what their true intentions were. You and I were too young. Okay? You either were too young when you met this person, or there might have been an age difference between you two. But somebody hid who they genuinely were, particularly their feelings, because the thinking man is the first person in the deck really to disregard his feelings. Somebody saying, I lost myself for a little while. I got back on my path. I found my way again, or I want to find my way again. There's something here. They want to end a particular cycle. It's taking strength to do so. I hid who I really was from you. You and I were too young at the time. Okay. It's taking strength to end this cycle, whatever it is. You want clarity. I would feel better if we used some heart space here, but it's obviously a major decision, so I can't say I'm surprised to see him. Alright, what are we trying to end here? What's the cycle? Show me. Okay. Star, some of you are trying to disconnect from an Aquarius, possibly. Or you're trying to rope in something big from the universe. Yeah, so, okay, Ten of Wands. It was a burden. Clearly. Current Queen of Wands, we are feeling better. You, Four of Pentacles, but you're withholding. I know that Queen of Wands is. The Empress, them. Dual card of Taurus, Libra, but doesn't have to be. Page of Wands in the future. Six of Cups, we're opening up to someone of the past, someone that we have ended things with, not this other person. How interesting. Your advice is to understand that you are in pain. Yet your overall is that you do want more. Practically speaking, with the King of Pentacles, underline that deck. Practically speaking, we want more. Okay. I don't feel like that Queen of Wands is you. Not that I'm not saying that you're not handsome or pretty. That's not what I mean. The energy is so different from yours. I don't feel like that Queen of Wands is you, but we're going to take a look. In the recent past, that Ten of Wands is something burdensome, and it may not have ended. Like I say all the time, people can live with pain and burdens for quite a while without there being an ending, hence why the thinking man is here contemplating ending a cycle. It's going to take strength to do so if you want to close out that chapter, that cycle, that world pattern. Okay. There's someone here on the bottom row that is not this person. It is someone of the past. We would like to speak with someone that you associate with an ending. Okay. So if that already irritates you, this is probably not going to be a message that you want. Okay? Just to let you know right now. The advice is to understand how much pain you're actually in is the Three of Swords. It's pretty straightforward. You wouldn't be contemplating an ending if pain weren't here. That's the thing about the thinking man. Great guy. Okay. But he forsakes his feelings in order to understand his thoughts. The overall is that I do believe you want more from the universe, the star. There might have been someone that you rejected in the past that was younger than you. Might have been. I'm picking up on that. Or you were younger than them. And it just didn't seem like a good idea at the time, practically speaking. Again, I'm talking to someone who's heavy on that practicality and or the rational thoughts. It's like, well, I'm of a certain age, you're of a certain age, there's just no way it can possibly work, and it's really dismissive. Something like that. And I know it makes sense at the time, but that doesn't mean life played out that way in terms of the heart space. Okay, so for somebody here, the age difference was critical. Or when you two met, you were both very young. Something like that. Okay. What's going on here? Show me what I need to see, please. Yeah. Show me what I need to see, please, for the best possible clarification for Capricorn. Ten of Wands. Show me this Ten of Wands in the recent past. Show me this Ten of Wands, please. In the recent past. What's going on? Show me. What's that Ten of Wands, please? Five of Swords, it felt self-defeating. What? The blockage. Happiness of home. So much anxiety here. Okay. In the fairly recent past, it doesn't feel that past to me. For some of you, it's ongoing, or it's concurrent. Seamless, in other words. I do believe some of you are in relationships, Four of Wands. There is some happiness there between you two. Possibly a home shared space. But it feels self-defeating now. We block these thoughts because they're not convenient. We block these thoughts. The truth of our experience is right here. The truth of our experience is that I'm in a Ten of Wands. It's sabotage. I can't win this fucking battle with the Five of Swords. I don't want to deal with those thoughts, though. I'm trying to keep the goodness of it at the forefront with the Four of Wands. I want to keep the goodness here. I'm trying to keep the best possible in mind. I'm trying to keep those happy memories on the forefront. It keeps me from slipping into that negative place about how difficult or burdensome this is. Okay? Show me this Queen of Wands, please. Aries, Leo, Sag, but that's not the point. This is somebody else's energy who feels the exact fucking opposite. Show me this Queen of Wands, please. Show me this Queen of Wands. What's she about? What's she doing here? The Star, here twice. King of Wands, damn. Whoa. Wow. Somebody's energy here is so strong. We can't stop looking at it. There's somebody's energy here that's so damn strong. So strong. Waiting. It's like a vision waiting to happen. It's like a vision waiting to happen. I need to see this. The Empress is here twice. The Star is here twice. Very powerful person. Show me the Four of Pentacles, please. Show me the Four of Pentacles. That's your current individual energy placement. You are withholding. You don't know how to give or contribute to. How so? Four of Pentacles, the Sun. We're withholding from the Sun. We're withholding our own happiness. Oh, honey. Oh, dear. You have the Fool and the Sun, and those would be lovely. Those would be lovely cards together. The only problem is that they're over the Four of Pentacles. We're actively withholding from that which would make us happy. I do feel like this Queen of Wands is someone else. They embody a great deal of bold, independent energy. They represent a vision and a pathway. They might have a rising star attached to them as well. In other words, highly visible. I'm sorry, that's what I'm trying to say. This person might be highly visible. There's just so much... honey, they pulled the King and Queen of Wands, the Stars, and the Empress. Yeah. This is there's a part of you that wants to take off and try that sun out so bad. Everything that this person represents. They might be a great beauty with all that fire and the Empress energy too. Could be as simple as that. Even if they're not highly visible, they might represent just, oh my God, so much warmth and boldness and beauty, if I'm being honest. We are grossly attracted to this person. Wow. But your personal energy, it's not an accusation, it is what it is. I'm reading a Capricorn who is literally withholding feeling the sun. So you know who this person is. And it could be that if you are in a burden, excuse me, I apologize. I didn't mean to say that. If you are in a burdensome relationship or commitment, as this would suggest, it would make sense why you're withholding taking a new chapter in life, despite the call to it is magnificent. It's fucking magnificent. And you know them. You have to know them. You're refrained, your energy is refrained. Your energy is refrained, restrained. You're clearly in something else that you're not prepared to end it yet. It takes strength to end this. It takes strength to end anything. Especially if it's been going on for a long time. For some of you, upwards to 16 years. Some of you, upwards to 13 years, 10, and then 7. Okay. Show me this, the other person, the Empress. Now here twice, the Star here twice. Show me this Empress, please. Who is this? Their friend that we sometimes balance up with. They have a lot to offer. They just pulled up a lot of coin under their particular energy. They're also a friend. I told you know this person, and probably for a long time. You might have had a previous cycle with them, an ex. But to the both of your credits, they're an ex you can get along with, apparently. That's lovely. That's very rare too. Yes, they like to communicate with you. The Nine of Pentacles, they do so with confidence. But you meet, the both of you meet when you meet, and if you communicate, it's under the guise of friendship. You occasionally balance up with them. Okay. But they give off strong pentacle energy over the Empress, so this person's highly productive, could be wealthy in their own right. Okay. Strong sense of independence. Wow. Is their energy so markedly different from the difficulty of what you're experiencing? Or even if you've separated from that situation, I don't think you've recovered from it yet because you're still withholding. Okay? Which would make sense. All right? It would make sense. All right, show me this. Show me the future, please. Show me this. Show me the future, please. I lost myself for a little while. You know what's interesting about that? I lost myself for a little while. I know... I almost want to clarify that. I almost feel like there's something you've heard. It's not what you said. That's what's interesting to me. I very rarely get the specifications off oracles, but I lost myself for a little while. That sounds like something the other person said, this Empress, this Star. They've said something like that to you before, like I lost myself for a while and I had to go find myself, and they did, and they became extremely successful and or productive. They went through a life transition, and they have literally told you, I lost myself for a while, so that's a clue for you who this person is, if you don't already know who they are. They have literally told you, I lost myself for a while and I had to rediscover myself, or I had to find myself, and in so doing, they leveled up tremendously. Tremendously. Wow. Okay. Show me this. That you and I were too young. For some of you, that's so... The age thing is here for somebody. And I hid who I really am from you. You didn't tell this person how difficult this situation is. You didn't tell them. You didn't tell them. You kept that so quiet to yourself, and that's very private to you. It's something that you haven't quite come to terms with either. I see the blockage here, the blockage of your particular truth, and that your current relationship or household situation is strained. But you keep that to yourself. This is private. It's a matter of pride. Strength. Strength also comes in the form of pride, yes? Okay, this is very specific, Capricorn. I'm sorry if it does not resonate with you. I don't know which ones I like more, the ones that are specific or the ones that are vague. I have frustrations with both. Page of Wands, the Emperor. We have our back turned to the Page of Wands. Page of Wands on the forefront. We're still not fully revealing our truth. We are still low-level communicating, so I have 2 pages of Wands here, so there is still some low-level communication here. I do believe, though, to your credit, honey, I do see you stop blocking. I do see you stop blocking. Your walls come down a little bit. Your defenses are lowered in the future. I need to do a time check on this, and for some reason that's important for some of you. That the walls, the defensiveness start coming down, the pride comes down, and we start having conversations with either this person or this person about the reality of our situation. Because regardless, I see you blocking it back here. You don't want people to know. And this is, it's not just other people, it's yourself too. You're still having a hard time with this situation. You're probably doing your best to work on it or work through it. All right, but also there are some days where it feels like it's self-defeating with that 5 of Swords energy. However, I do see you talking to the 6 of Cups, this person who's under the friendship hat. What's going on, please? I do believe your defenses are lowering in future. You have your 7 of Wands back turned to this. You have your Emperor back turned to this. Okay, we're going to start lowering our guard, I believe. Show me the 6 of Cups, the 6 of Cups. Three of Wands. Wow. I'm going to stop fighting this. Knight of Wands. Your energy is picking up rather rapidly. Okay. We are trying to, for some difficulty, the difficulty in talking about this is so hard for you. Your passion's here. I see you feeling comfortable talking with the 6 of Cups. You are. You look forward to it. The 5 of Wands is on the flip. It's looking kind of I need to see that 10 of Swords. Explosive. It almost looks, your energy almost looks explosive when you talk to this person. Show me this, it doesn't look like temper to me. Show me this 10 of Swords, please. This 10 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles is on the reverse. It's over. You're not keeping the secret anymore. You're decided, or you were undecided for a while, but the communications become clear. So we're communicating that the 10 of Pentacles is on the reverse here on the open face 10 of Swords. We're communicating that their commitment's over and your energy has, that's why your energy is just so explosive when you see this old 6 of Cups. And this might have been a 6 of Cups you did close out with in the past, like you two already have a pre-existing history. This is proper X energy, I do believe, but you two somehow remained friends. Okay. You don't meet often or communicate frequently. That's not what I'm seeing. That's not what I'm seeing at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you know this person, you are very aware of who they are, you think well of them, they think well of you, okay? They recognize the balance of friendship within you. They themselves are highly productive, etc. I see you honestly explaining, or it's the other way around, reverse energies as it applies, of course. Always reverse energies as it applies. I say you because it's a default reading. People get so pissed off when I don't automatically put the collective in the positive and the other person in the negative. I hate that. That's ridiculous. If you are a real person who's lived a real life, then you've had real faults too. Let me... Okay? Let me tell you something. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. We all have faults. But here's what I'm not saying. I'm not seeing a Capricorn at fault at all. I'm seeing, bless your heart, honey. Let me level with you. Let's get real. I'm seeing a Capricorn who was in a very difficult relationship, but they kept it on the quiet. They didn't tell anybody because they themselves didn't want to admit to the truth of it. There's some pride involved here, but also, of course, some love and trying to keep that level best, the happiness in the forefront of their memories always. They're trying to keep the best in mind. I'm seeing the optimism in you, trying to win out over the negativity. There's someone else in your vicinity that you think very well of. Okay, and we're strongly attracted to them, but it's more than that. This is someone who means a great deal. They're highly productive and they have a high value attachment on their energy. You have thought about it 1,000 times, okay, but you have refrained repeatedly. Four of Pentacles. Never, ever fucking dismissed the fours. The fours are some of the most powerful numbers you can experience in the universe because it's the first time we see the circle pattern. It creates the circular. I don't know how to give to, but I do not know how to take away from this connection, which calls me relentlessly to just take the fuck off and start a new chapter in this life, to feel the sun again, because I most certainly don't over here. In fact, if I was being honest with myself, it causes me pain, but I won't do it. I don't care how attractive this person is. I don't care how productive they are. They're someone of the past, true enough, but you know what? Our energy's cool. All right? You didn't dabble around, you didn't fuck around. You could have, maybe. I don't know. They're kind of independent in their own right. I don't really know what they would have done. But they have a strong energy. You two aren't pining for each other, not longing for each other. You just know that this person represents another pathway. And I know that because they pulled up the vision twice. They have represented in your life another pathway, but you are currently on this one and that cycle has yet to close. However, that is changing in the future. I see you opening back up communications with this person and you have an open and honest discussion, which, let's be real here, your energy looks forward to explaining it to them. It's downright explosive, energetically speaking, to this previous Six of Cups, who again is the friend person, who means a lot to you. You both have a great deal of respect for each other. It's equal, it's reciprocal. We're going to lower our defenses, we're going to speak our truth. And it's taking a lot out of you to do this because you've kept a tight lid on it, even to yourself. Now, we talk to this person, we're telling them literally our Ten of Pentacles is over. Okay, we didn't want to admit this for a very long time. It was with the Seven of Swords over the Two of Swords. I didn't know how to admit this to myself for a long time. Never mind talk about it to anybody else. And you're actually actively communicating this to this person. You are telling them about your experiences, your pain, and why you kept it to yourself all this time. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, so show me this Three of Swords. Your advice is to understand that you're in pain, honey. Your advice is to understand that you are in pain and you're thinking so hard about ending a cycle and it's taking you strength. What would help you is to understand, acknowledge and understand as the thinking man that you're in pain. And if you have to deny how difficult your relationship is, that's just another form of pain. It is. Denial. It's one of the biggest reasons for denial is that we don't have to fucking deal with it. Okay? Pain is real. And you put a lot of time and energy into somebody. And it fucking kills you. And let me tell you, let me explain to you right now about why you've been working so hard. Is that you understand that your vision has changed. Okay, the star in the forefront, star in the reverse. And that's where the pain is stemming from. Once upon a time, this person represented a vision to you. They don't anymore. Once upon a time, this person represented your heart space. They don't anymore. There's literally pain in your heart. Once upon a time, you used to have romantic feelings for this person. You don't anymore. Could literally be Pisces. We also have a heavy Aquarian energy here. Aquarian, a fair amount of Aquarian, although you might have some Aquarius in your chart, though, because it's coming across kind of strong. We also have Taurus, Libra. You know, Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Your overall is the star. Show me the star, please. And it's painful. It's painful to admit that our vision is wrong. It's painful to admit that our vision is no longer what it was, right? It's hard. It's fucking hard, baby. I understand. Show me the stars, your overall energy. But I promise you there is another vision here. And I promise you it's much stronger. And here's the flip, man. And here's the good news is you already know that. I know you know it. I know you know it. They think well of you. They think very well of you. Ace of Wands, Six of Wands, singles, Nine of Pentacles is what I'm seeing here. Okay, Six of Wands. Okay, yeah, with confidence, slowly but surely. your energy there. Slowly but surely, honey. You will feel better again. Sometimes you're the King of Pentacles in the forefront, and sometimes you're in the reverse. You know, you just want to get back to finding yourself. I know. You want to get back to finding yourself. But you are looking away from the old Ten of Cups also on the flip. So that's good. You're letting go of it. In other words, you are redeveloping your vision of the long-term future, which is good. As you do so, you'll continue to gain confidence. So continue on in that vein. Even if it's slow, it's not the point. You know, Rome wasn't built overnight, and neither are visions. And then once we start on a vision pathway, it alters over time. The point is can you alter it together in a way that's healthy and productive? And if you can't, you cannot. You cannot force someone else. And I see, honey, there's the hope of another. Truly, there is. It's this person who's been with you this whole time. This whole time. Not in that way. It's just they are someone you know, and I swear, I promise you, they are someone of the past. The only reason I know this is because I see you actively discussing all these difficult concepts with the Six of Cups, and it keeps coming back to one person, this one, over and over again. This person's energy is so tired and worn out, I can't even see it. Hence, again, while you, as the thinking man, are trying to get strength to end this fucking cycle, if it does not serve you, let it go. I know it's easier said than done. But it is going to require you to alter your vision of the future. And that's why it's so painful, because it's changed. Your heart space has changed. And that's one of the things that, why, again, you're the thinking man. You're not the feeling man here. You're the thinking man here. Okay? Anything else, please? Express your love. And so you will. In time. Make the effort. Yes, you did. Yes, you have. Finances and career. Some of you had to take a retreat. Perhaps there was some money loss here. Okay, that's for some of you, not all of you. And some of you simply bury yourself in your jobs. And it's one of the delay and or denial tactics that we were talking about. So while that's comforting and grounding, it also delays the process. So you might need to take some retreat time and understand what the fuck is actually going on. Okay, anything else, please? Okay, make the effort, flirt. Past life relationship. I'm telling you, man. I'm fucking telling you, dude. Look at these two together. Past life and new love. I'm telling you, it is someone of the past. It is an ex, but you two have good standing with each other. And I'm telling you, I'm fucking telling you, when you two last met or you were in a relationship, you were either both too young or there was an age difference between you two. Okay? And you, as your kind of critical, practical self, said, this probably isn't going to work. We're too young and or there's an age difference. And I'm telling you, this is the one that does not leave you. You can have new love with an old love. They're different now. They're transformed, and I know you fucking see it. I know you can fucking see it. Okay, flirt, make the effort. Where that's coming from, when you're ready. Okay, this is flirt is part of the confidence that we're talking about. And I'm telling you, when you talk to this person's energy, when you talk to this person in the real world, your energy just explodes. It just explodes. It's excited. It's upbeat. It's optimistic. It's ready for the future, among other things. And I'm telling you, make the effort to open up your energy just in the general sense, not just flirt. It's the Six of Wands overall. And then the more confident you get, the more you move on. And you help redevelop that sense of vision for the future. Okay, gotta wrap this up. Capricorn. This was interesting. Put in the comments as you see fit. This could be the one. No shit. This could be the one. I have to tell you though, given that the Empress is here twice and they have all that coin energy attached to them, there's a good chance that they are a maternal person or they have kids in real life. You know, because again, that's heavy protective. I know it's mine energy, also creativity. They pulled up two fire signs under their the Empress energy twice. So again, there's a good chance that they have family that they are responsible for. Okay, so a little FYI. All right, Capricorn, put in the comments as you see fit. Okay, take care, be well, and good luck.